Hi everyone, good afternoon. What I'm about to share today is the status of the Philippine dairy industry as of June 2020. So, ako sa i-share ang status sa nationwide nato before ta moabot sa ato ang region. So, first, so what is the status of the Philippine dairy industry as of this moment? So, majority of our country's annual dairy requirement is supplied by importers and processors. Local production continue to increase annually, but not enough to cover the local demand. So we're still striving to aim the self-sufficiency of milk in our country. But as of uh, as of today, ato ang sufficiency is still 2 to 3% milk sufficiency sa ato ang nasod. So the dairy industry updates for 2020. Despite sa pandemic na atong experience karon, the dairy supply situation in 2020 is characterized by the increasing local milk production and decreasing imports and exports of milk and dairy products. So as you can see sa ato ang local milk production as of June 2019 from 12.34 and as of June this year we already had a change of 13.02% with a percentage change of increasing 6% and a decreasing in import of about negative 27% and then milk and dairy export of about 64% national. So this means that ato ang importation is decreasing and ato ang export sa ato ang milk products is also increasing and increasing is decreasing and ato ang milk production is increasing. So compared to the local production to the net supply from 3.9% increase na anatay 5.57% increase as of June this year. So what are the dairy imports nga ato ang say breakdown sa ato ang mga milk dairy products nga atong gina-imports. So the dairy products includes the skimmed milk powder, which has the higher volume of about 35%, and the liquid or the ready-to-drink milk of about 17%. The whey powder, next, the buttermilk, the butter, the butterfat, and dairy spreads, the whole milk powder, the cheese, the cream, and other dairy products. So the milk imports in metric kilograms is about 225.36 metric kilograms. Milk powder makes up of 60% of milk and dairy imports, and about 17% is accounted for ready-to-drink milk. These products were imported from New Zealand and USA. So these are the breakdowns in million kilograms. So as you can see, still the highest dairy product is the skim milk powder from 2015 to 2019. So what are the dairy exports? Although daghan tag import, but we're still exporting our dairy products, no? Primarily, the biggest export is cream, which is comprises about 77% of our dairy products. And Vietnam and the United Arab Emirates are the top market of the said dairy exports. So 77% cream. Next is other dairy products. Next is the cheese. We're already exporting cheese of about 5%. Our butter at about 4%. And the whole milk powder at 1%. So the milk exports in metric kilograms is just only 4.58 million kilograms rather. So what are our local milk production for the 2020? So according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, the uptrend on dairy was noted due to the more dairy cattle in the milk line and improved growth in volume and value of production. So from June 2019 of 12.34 million liters of production, we had increased to about 13.2 million liters as of June 2020. So it shows that we had an increase in production of milk locally. So these are the performance of the Philippine dairy sector. So in cattle and in Carabao and in hog and goat. So from 2019, the cattle drastically changed this production, but the total sa dairy, sa tuang sector, sa dairy, it increases from 519 million pesos to 576 million pesos in value from January to June. So naa siya increase of 11% within 6 months. From the previous year, 2019 up to June 2020. 5% growth in the dairy animal inventory from 63,437 to 66,585 heads, with the dairy cattle contributing to the highest increase of 11%. So from the previous year, 2019, the total inventory increased for about 4.96% for the total herd inventory. So as you can see, the cattle growth is about 10%, which comprises most of the increase compared to the Carabao and the goat. So in terms of local milk production by animal source, from the 2019 cow's milk production is only about 57%, goat's milk is 4%, the buffalo milk is 39%, but as of June 2020, the cow's milk is already 65%, goat's milk 5%, and the buffalo 30%. It shows that the cow's milk had increased of about 8% from the previous year. So what are the top producing regions in our country? So as of 2019, last year, still the region 9, the region 4, comprise Calabarzon has the highest cow's milk production. Next is the region 10, followed by the region 3. Region 3. Region 4 has the highest cow's milk production, and the region 3, or the Central Luzon, for the buffalo milk, and the region 11, the Davao region, for the goat's milk. For 2020, still the region 4 has the highest cow's milk production, followed by the region 10, and next is the Region 3. Region 3 still has the highest production for buffalo milk, and Region 11 for the goat's milk. So what are the top milk producing provinces? So as of 2019, Batangas, followed by Bukidnon, Laguna, Bulacan, and Davao City for the cow's milk production. Buffalo milk production from Nueva Ecija, Pangasinan, Bulacan, Cagayan, and Cavite. Goat's milk production, Davao del Sur, Tarlac, Leyte, Iloilo, and Cebu. As of June 2020, Batangas, Bukidnon, Bulacan, Laguna, and Davao for the cow's milk production. For the buffalo milk production, Nueva Ecija, Bohol, Pangasinan, Cagayan, and Bulacan. Goat's milk production, Davao del Sur, Iloilo, Cebu, and for the new areas developed, Tarlac and South Cotabato. So the dairy areas, North Luzon has 16 provinces, which comprises of 12,352 heads of dairy animals that produced for about 1.62 million liters of milk. The next is South Luzon, that has a 12 provinces dairy zone, which comprises of 13,322 heads and produce for about 3.43 million liters of milk. In Visayas, 15 provinces with a total of 15,885 heads of dairy animals that has produced for about 1.33 million liters. And Mindanao, with 23 provinces with dairy animals of 16,459 heads and a milk production of 3.48 million liters. Thank you. So there you go. So next na po atong i-discuss is ang status karon diri sa Northern Mindanao dairy sector. So what are the dairy programs of the National Dairy Authority? The Dairy Herd Build-Up, or the Dairy Animal Financing Scheme. Activities involved includes animal infusion, male fattening program, upgrading scheme, breeder, multiplier farm operations, and with a unified contract payment scheme of 1:1 and the PL480 program. Partners include financing institutions, local government units, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, private partners, state colleges and universities, farmer cooperatives, and associations. The second is the Quality Assurance Plug Program. The growth driver includes the dairy farm and the plant accreditation. Activities, prescription of farm protocols, inspection of milk collection centers, training of quality control personnel, laboratory services, farm and plant audit. Partners involved the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAST Lab, which primary service co-op that provide laboratory testing and technical consultancy services. The JICA, or the Japan International Cooperation Agency, the Bureau of Animal Industry, and the Philippine Carabao Center. The third one is the Dairy Business Enhancement. The growth driver includes the dairy business management and entrepreneurship training. Activities involved are the joint ventures in dairy farming, processing, and marketing. Partners include the dairy federations, private entrepreneurs, local government units, and non-government organizations. Support program is the milk feeding program. Growth driver is a cost-sharing scheme, school-based feeding program by the Department of Education, and a community-based feeding program of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Activities involve lobbying, negotiations with the local government units, milk quality testing, and impact monitoring, partnership with the DepEd and the DSWD. Partners include the dairy federations, LGUs, non-government organizations, and other government agencies, private sponsors, Department of Education, and the DSWD. Vehicle, the vehicle program is the milk feeding activities. The last is dairying in Northern Mindanao. Recently, uh, we had conducted a surveillance audit from the uh, International Organization for Standardization, ISO 9001-2015, and from since 2018, uh, certified na ta sa ISO consistently until this year. So, what is the quality policy? The National Dairy Authority is the lead agency for dairy development, commits to deliver high-quality extension and technical services to stakeholders in compliance with applicable laws and regulations. We commit to promote and sustain effective linkages with other government agencies and private institutions, enhance customer satisfaction, and continual improvement in the quality management system. The National Dairy Authority is an attached agency of the Department of Agriculture created by the Republic Act 7884, known as the National Dairy Development Act of 1991. Its mandate is to ensure the accelerated development of the Philippine dairy industry through policy direction and program implementation. Our vision, a profitable, competitive, and sustainable growing dairy industry built on financially viable business performance throughout the value chain, providing a good quality of life for farmers, and ensuring consumers safe and quality milk and milk products by 2025. Mission: provide leadership to the Philippine dairy industry in partnership with the private sector through the provision of well-crafted policy, science-based technical expertise, sound business support, effective management of dairy programs. So these are the respected area of responsibilities sa National Dairy Authority Northern Mindanao Department. So as you can see, kaning na-color diri sa taas, these are the area covered by the office. So from Zamboanga Peninsula, Region 9, up to Caraga Region. And naapot tayo office sa Davao, located at Davao City, National Dairy Authority, Southern Mindanao Department. So sa ilahang area, mo na ni ang covered from North Cotabato Davao del Sur, Davao del Norte, Davao Oriental. The area coverage of the northern Mindanao comprises of 10 cities, 29 towns, and 54 barangays. Provinces, regions, Region 9, 10, 11, 8, and BARM, Lanao del Sur, or the Lanao del Sur. So 10 provinces include, including Misamis Oriental, Misamis Occidental, Bukidnon, Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, Camiguin, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga City, and Agusan del Norte. So this is the Northern Mindanao dairy industry situation as of November 2020. So the number of cooperatives, naa na tay 21 cooperatives nga under sa dairy, with the dairy multiplier farms 18, the dairy multiplier farms actually kaning mga katong naka-avail og program nga 25 heads above of dairy cattle. So private farms of about 17 private farms ato ang gina-monitor, ang atong gina-assist. And sa local government units sa upgrading program. So anyway, by the way, kaning upgrading is katong mga native based na to nga mga baka o katong or Brahman. So kung gusto ninyo magpa-upgrade, mahulog na sa upgrading program kung gusto ninyo ipa-inseminate ang inyong mga cattle into dairy breed. So mo na itong ginatawag na upgrading program. Sa state colleges and universities, natay upat, MSU Marawi, CMU, USTP, and Xavier University. And total farmers assisted and monitored is about 244 already for the whole Northern Mindanao. So sa dairy herd nato diri sa Northern Mindanao, we already had, as of October 2020, we already had a total of 7,030 dairy herd. The breakdown na to is 5,476 of cattle and 1,554 heads of dairy goat. And the milking line or the milk line na to, out of 7,030 herd is 1,826 with a breakdown of 1,453 on cattle and the 373 heads of goat. So this is the herd inventory or from 2015 to 2019. For this year, 2020, naanata sa total herd of 7,000. So sa milk production in 1,000 liters from 2015 to 2019, increasing ta. And as of this year, naanata sa almost 4,000 for 3,483 naanata sa 3 point or mga 4 million liters 4 million liters of milk for the whole northern Mindanao alone. So sa 2016 na data, before is tingog pa man ang atong northern and southern Mindanao departments. But sa second year, sa 2017 is sugod na ta og kuan, separate from the southern Mindanao data. So the dairy facilities or the milk processing plants, asan siya located? So we had a processing plant located at El Salvador, Misamis Oriental, which has a capacity of 500 liters per hour and established on year 1992. And the Universal Harvester Dairy Farm Incorporated, located at Maramag, Bukidnon, established bago lang 2017. And ato ang LGU Camiguin plant, the province of Camiguin, located at Mambahaw, Camiguin, established on year 2016. And Pamaka, located at Pangantukan, Bukidnon, established 2008. And sa Danlugan, Pagadian City, established 2011. So ang atong mga milk chilling stations katong sa mga far-flung areas na kinahanglan og chilling facilities before ma-deliver sa planta. So sa Bukidnon natay tulo ka milk chilling stations located at Manolo, Manolo is still in Manolo, and Dalwangan in Malaybalay City. So sa cheese factory, isa lang dire ang atoa, which is the Highland Fresh, located at El Salvador, Misamis Oriental. So daghan sila cheese dito no, na ay Gouda cheese o white cheese. So mo ni ang planta nato dito sa Highland Fresh. So how to avail of NDA programs? All you have to do is just write a letter of intent addressed to our department manager, Jester Jan P. Hadap. And our address is located at Science Road, Kauswagan, Cagayan de Oro City, with telephone number 855-1166. So, kinsa man ni ang pwede maka-avail? So, pwede ang mga individual nato nga mga interested parties. Maulang ni ang mga requirements nila. Pwede pod ang ato ang mga corporate or mga partnership and ang mga cooperative. This one, kaning cooperative, is the last one. Only requires board resolution and CDA registration. So sa co-op-based smallhold or sa dairy multiplier farm, the NDA technical team will conduct an evaluation on each farmer applicant. Technical requirements. On land, we required 3 heads, a maximum of 3 heads per hectare, as long as ang ato ang area is na-develop na. with an abundant supply of potable water, electricity, established forage with cattle shed and milking parlor. After ka makakomply ani nga requirements, the NDA will conduct a basic dairy husbandry training which comprises of the dairy management, feeding and nutrition, pasture establishment, breeding, milk quality assurance, dairy facilities and equipment, maintenance, waste management, and utilization. So the next step is the action planning or the schedule of activities and groundwork for the establishment of the technical requirements market plan for milk. Number 7 is the social and technical preparation. 6 months, which actually happen 6 months to 1 year depending on the readiness of the applicant. Then after ma-comply ni siya, then it's time nga makadawat na sila og baka. So na tayo distribution of animals sa atuang mga recipient. So milk does not only help build strong bones, it also helps build a strong nation. So I guess that's all. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Sir, we have some questions from our audience. So, sir,
Mm.
the first question that we have here, they're asking, are there programs of the National Dairy Authority that support dairy entrepreneurs?
Yes, yes. Naatay ko ano. So part man to sa ato ang four major programs katong
Okay.
enterprise development. So appeal na siya, ma'am. So
Okay.
all they have to do is approach lang sila sa office, pwede sila maka-anhi diri anytime.
Mm. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So I think to our audience, of course, you can always go to their office or you can contact
Mm.
them. And then, sir, for our second question, so what are the challenges of the Northern Mindanao dairy industry and how can academic institutions like Xavier University assist in addressing these issues?
So challenge lang siguro no. Karon katong recently, katong as what si chairman have said a while ago, katong sa mga milk nga naanay na spoil nila, na spoilage because of the pandemic, wala na lisod sila og market. So wala ta dito naghuno, nag-stop pod no. So atong gihimo katong ni-click man tong online selling. So one way pod para ma-mitigate na to is katong online selling. And kana na yung magbaligya na nga referral. So pinaagi ato tong na address nga problem na napangitaan natong solusyon. But siguro ang dairy industry dili lang pod kay non-stop na ang challenges ana. Just have to make sure nga anytime kanang ready ta. Kana lang ma'am. Mm.
And then, how about the production side, sir? Are there also challenges that we are facing?
Sa production site nato no, so affected talabi na kana bitong sa climate change karon nga ato ang kanang kasinati. So one of the mitigation nato is climate mitigation nato is to prepare our farmers. So for example sa ato ang climate kung naatay kung ting-ulan, so mangandam ang farmers, dapat mananom sila daan pangandam para sa ting-init. And in that way, ang ato ang production, ang ato ang mga hayop dili maglisod no. Naay available nga milk anytime within the year. So climate mitigation, climate adaptation, kuan tana, updated tana.
Mhm. So climate mitigation and adaptation. Okay. And
Mm.
then, sir, yes. So, in addition to that, in what areas can academic institutions assist you to address those problems?
Kuan ang ato ang gihimo karon no sa in terms of academic gyapon magkinahanglan gyapon ta og research and development. So dako kay nangatabang pod. So we hope and we encourage pod sa ato ang kuan academic institution na kung naay mga research or development pod maapil ang ato ang dairy sector.
Mhm.
So open man pod mi sa assistance or sa tabang na pwede na mo
Mhm.
cater sa inyo ha sa ato ang mga researchers pohon.
Okay. Thank you so
Mm.
much, sir. So I think our faculty members and students that are watching will
Oh,
take note of that.
kana sa research na lang oh. Ako kay tabang naman.
Yes. So yes, research and development indeed.
Oh.
So now, sir, let's go to the next questions from our audience. So he's asking, will the three heads per area can be applied now? Will the three heads per area apply to goats?
Ang sagot kuan murag ang sako lang ha kay naamap na medyo na short ta sa oras ganina pero naapatay
Yeah.
PL for 80 nga. 50 slides man gud to siya mahurot dito. So kato siya na ato dito nakabutang ang sagot no. Pero as far as I know, ang sagot is mas gamay siya og area compared sa cattle nga requirement.
Mm-mm.
Oh. So basig ang kanang 1 hectare ni sir
Mm-mm.
mabutangan gina siya goat.
Mm-mm. I see.
Basta kay prepared lang o well developed ang area. Maybe next time makatackle ta og kuan about sa goat
Mm-mm.
for the next na pod nga series.
Okay,
Astas.
sir. We surely will look forward to that. And
Oh, yeah.
since you've said na nasa siya sa iyong presentation, so to our audience, don't worry, we will also provide you a copy of Sir Bitita's presentation a while ago. So now, sir, we have another question. They're asking up to how many cattle per farmer is the maximum that can be availed by the farmers?
So kana siyang kuan, depende na sa evaluation. So series of evaluation ang atong i-conduct ana. Kung depende sa capacity o sa capability sa farmer. So ato anang amo anang gatan-ahon kung unsa dapat or unsa ra gid number of animals o pwede sa iya.
Mhm.
So kung napoy uban ka ng mga backyard, nag-start sila og 3 or 2 and gradually pwede man pud sila maka-apply no kung mudugang sila. Basta kay makita na mo nga capable o naa sila capacity nga mudugang sa animals. So walay problema kung gusto nila nga padaghan nilang hayop, pwede. Basta kay makita na mo nga makaya, pwede na mo dugangan. Mm.
So basically, there's no limit as long as makapasar sila sa evaluation.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So thank you so much for that, sir. And of course, unfortunately, we are running out of time, but don't worry. I think Sir Bitita's office is, of course, open for your queries and other questions. But for now, let's cut this short. But sir, before we go, we'd like to ask you to address our audience for your closing message.
Sige, thank you. So, sa ako, no, it's been a pleasure and an honor to be a part of this series po, no? And webinar series, especially sa ako ang sa akong eskwelahan before. And I'm happy that I was able to present the status of our dairy industry, no, sa inyo, to everyone. So short message lang, no. So in behalf of our department manager, Jester Jan Hadap, and the entire team of the National Dairy Authority Northern Mindanao Department, so I'd like to thank everyone for giving us the opportunity to share and to cater our programs. So this is one of our way pod, to promote agriculture and sa ato ang mga younger generations pod ug sa katong mga interesadong venture sa agriculture, sa atong mga students, sa ato ang mga televiewers, sa academe, especially po sa kanang academe, na to see agriculture as a potential career, and to promote agricultural development for our country. Sa pandemic natong naagian, so nakita nato nga ang nagpabilin pod nga lig-on is ang agriculture sector. So by that siguro pod I guess makaengganyo pa ta younger people to venture into agriculture. And I think that's all.